Today on Recreated Kinda, we are making one of many dishes from season 2 of Culinary Class War. First up on the queue, Chef Choi with a green onion Chawanmushi. Let's make it happen. Chef Choi, hopefully I'm saying his name right because it would be so embarrassing if I'm not. Apparently it was green onions. What it looked like was leeks. So we're gonna use leeks because I cannot find monstrously large green onions. Although we did buy some just in case we're gonna use it as well too. But anywho, what we currently have going on the broil is we've cut maybe this part off of a leek. We're gonna char that a little bit and then we're going to braise that in some liquid. The liquid is going to be 1 part mirin, 1 part sake, half a part of soy sauce, half a part of sugar. The reason why we're doing that is because the dish is chawanmushi, which is a Japanese dish. So I've made like chashu pork for ramen, and that's like the kind of braise that they use to make the pork. So we're gonna use that braise and make
the leek.
That way. So now that all those things are in there and our leek is done slightly charring, what we're going to do is just place it in here, and once it comes to a light boil, we'll put it on low, cover it, and let it go for about 15 or so minutes because leeks actually do take a while to cook. While that is happening, what we can do is get started on our broth, and the first thing we're going to do is saute some of these leeks so that we can draw out some flavor. And I guess you could take a look here. Leeks have layers.
Well, that looks like a Post-it.
Oh, it does. So leeks have layers, and in the layers are some dirt. So in this bottom layer right here, I don't think you necessarily need to worry about sand. It's for sure in this part where it's a little bit dirty and gritty, and then maybe some of this portion as well. So all that to say is I chopped them, I rinsed them in water, I let them soak in water, and then all the little grit just falls. Some of the pieces you're gonna have to like, give a little rub to so that it comes out. So what we're gonna do is oil this up, make sure that's nice and high. And this, do you see this?
I see it.
It's looking perfect. So we're gonna lower that and put a cap on it. And you know you're a real cook when you find a random lid to put there. Great. So saute this. And this will go until it gets a nice color. And when we come back, we'll transfer it over to start making our scallion, or rather leek broth. This is what it should look like. Nice charred bits. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt actually, just to make sure that, I don't know, you add salt to things, right? Okay, and then we're gonna switch sides. We're gonna put this in a pot. It smells so good.
It does.
Okay, we're gonna put that in a pot. In addition to that, the chef, what did he do? He also added, he made 2 broths technically. One was out of this, and then the other one was out of just boiled green onions. So what we did is just chopped up a few green onions, and we're just gonna do both at the same time. So we're gonna add that there. And the liquid that I have here is an instant dashi because, again, Japanese, looking it up, this is like a common thing that they use, especially when they're making chawanmushi. And this liquid is ultimately going to end up going into that. What's dashi? I'll tell you what dashi is. Dashi is, I guess there's different versions, but the one that I'm used to is made with kombu and bonito flakes. And I didn't want to buy either of those, so I just bought this, hondashi. And apparently it's really strong. So for this much, I literally only put like half a teaspoon. So we can adjust the flavor if we need to later. We're gonna turn this bad boy on high, and this is literally gonna go for 30 minutes because what we want to do is extract all the goodness from these green onions, because ultimately we're gonna strain it and use the liquid, and that liquid needs to be like a little bit thick with green onion flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I have.
All right.
Yep, so now we can actually move on to the next thing while this is happening. The next part is preparing the egg for the chawanmushi. I'm only gonna make one, so I don't know how much I would need. We're gonna start with just one egg because we actually don't need a lot. For chawanmushi, there's more liquid, more dashi than there is egg. This is about 1/4 a cup, which means we need to multiply that by 3. I think that'll work, actually.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. This actually works because we need about a cup. Great. So ew, splattered on me. We're just going to whisk this. And then we're going to keep it in this container because once the broth is done, we're going to add the broth here. And we need the measurements in order to help us out.
Yeah.
The next thing is to prepare an additional garnish, which is some fried leeks. So I've cut the white part into small, little, cute, little chunks. See, right there? And our goal is to fry them without burning them. If you know, you know. So we have this little contraption.
Ooh, fun.
Cute, y'all. And then we'll be back when they're cooked perfectly. All right, guys, that is done. They look fine.
Yeah.
We're gonna salt them. Later on, we'll give them a little taste when they're not, fresh out the fryer. And then hopefully it's good. If not, we're still gonna use them if they don't taste bad, but
Yep.
that's it for now. So it reduced down quite a bit, and as you can see, the green onions got a little mushy. As it was boiling, maybe like halfway through, I added more fresh green onions to give it another kind of flavor, because the extremely boiled, it's been here, has like a specific flavor, and I wanted to make sure it was green onion-y. That's a good word. So all we're gonna do is just strain this and let it cool. Ooh, look at that juice. It does taste good. Well, like I said, we'll strain this, we'll let it cool. We'll taste it before we combine it with the egg so that this has the right amount of solidity. And then we're good, right? The last thing we need to do is, the last 2 things then are
Do the scallops.
do the scallops, which we'll probably do closer to when the eggs are almost done. So next step is cooking the chawanmushi in the bowl. So quick check on the braised leek. This is what it looks like. We actually left it in there a long time. It was probably my fault because it was really, really low because I was afraid of making it super squishy. So we had to make sure that it was still soft enough. Our scallops are salted and they're just waiting for us to finish this part. So let's finish this part. We've let our dashi onion broth cool down significantly. So what we're going to do is we're going to add it. I don't know if I already said it, but I'm gonna say it again. The ratio is 1 part egg to 3 parts liquid. So about 1/4 cup of
Egg.
which means we add
We need
3/4 cup. We'll probably do a little bit less because there's a little bit less than 1/4 of a cup. Yeah, get a nice close up. We'll probably do right there.
That's not even close to running.
Yeah. This is a 2-cup container.
Yeah, but okay. Okay.
Because
Do what you want.
do you want it to be denser or super jiggly and light? I already know the answer to that question. She doesn't want it to be super smooth.
Okay.
So this is a good amount.
Okay.
And then we give it a mix. And then we strain it. into our serving vessel. Carefully. You know, if this is an epic fail, that would suck so much.
Yeah. Okay, that looks yucky. Yuck.
Oh, we didn't salt it.
We can add salt in there right now.
Oh, okay. So, did we... Okay, yeah. So, game plan, guys. We need to taste this to see how much salt we're going to put in there. Okay, it doesn't need a lot.
Okay, good. A little pinch. 1 pinch.
Like that much.
Wow.
This salt isn't as intense as the other one, so
okay.
We're good. And then we're going to just dissolve it in here.
And put it in our...
And then we're going to put it in our little contraption. Look what I got, guys.
little steamer situation.
Little dumpling steamer. I bought it like a long time ago. And this is our first time using it.
Yep.
No better time than the present. So this is mixed. We're going to cover this. We're going to cover it with this plastic wrap. And then we're going to put it, thank you.
Woo, hot doggy.
Ow. We're going to put it in our steamer. We're going to lower it just a little bit. And then we're going to let it go for 15 to 20 minutes. It's been 20 minutes. We cooked our chawanmushi for 15 minutes. 15, did you see that? For 15 minutes. And then we turned it off, left it covered for
5 extra minutes.
And then now it's still off. We took off the little plastic and it's just there chilling, staying warm for us. What we're going to do is fry our scallops. Pan's here. Quick note, in the show, Chef Choi used sea urchin. We don't like that. I mean, to be fair, I think we only had it once at a restaurant that was actually kind of fancy and was seafood themed. I'm not going to drop any names because it's a pretty well-known thing in Chicago. So maybe just that dish was bad and it wasn't necessarily the sea urchin because I didn't really taste it. Anywho, what we're going to do is use scallops because it's the next best bougie sea-related thing. Funny story though, I actually practiced yesterday searing scallops. I don't normally, but we're supposed to record yesterday, but somebody rescheduled our little recording day without telling me. So anywho, I practiced. I used another small pan that was similar to this. I used it on a burner that was slightly bigger. Not that thing catching on fire, guys. But you stay calm in the kitchen. I just moved it aside, covered it with a lid, extinguished the fire, and I still ate the scallops and they were pretty good. So we're just going to sear our scallops nicely. I'm gonna bring it on this side where there's oil. We'll sear it on this side for 3 minutes. And then we'll flip it over and do like an extra minute or so. Now we're ready to plate. Quick update though. The braising liquid for the leeks, we're just gonna use this as a sauce. There is, I think it's called ankaki sauce. I don't know, but there's a sauce that goes on top of chawanmushi sometimes. We were gonna make that, but then we realized, we could just repurpose this liquid, and we added some. Gosh, what did we add? Sesame oil, a little bit of salt, and obviously some green onions in there to amplify that green onion flavor. For the leeks, for the braised leeks, what we did was took out the 2 outer layers of skin, we cut it in half, and then we cut it in half again. Now the moment of truth, guys.
Wait, we don't want to put the sauce first? Or
no,
goes over
this and then the sauce.
Okay.
So we're going to put this down first. Oh my gosh.
Just rip the bandage up on you. Oh, she's tickly.
Yep. We're going to put our sauce next. Ooh, maybe one more. So pretty.
It is.
Perfect. We're going to add 1 scallop in the center. And then some of this. I thought it was masago, but it's not. Should I put it on top?
No.
I should put it like here.
Okay. And then on the other side, maybe?
And like here.
Yeah.
Cute. And then our fried leeks. We're gonna cut the scallops so my sister could taste it. It doesn't matter if it's ugly anymore. And then I am going to take a bite of the scallop, a green onion. Oh, look at that. Ooh, she's soft. I think we cooked it right.
I think so too.
Okay, ready? Itadakimasu.
Wait, no smell bite.
It's good.
Okay, texture of the egg? Okay, we'll talk about it afterwards.
It's like flan.
Oh.
Taste it. Overall, we talked about this one a lot. 8.5. Few minor adjustments. Well, first of all, this was way better than we expected. The green onion flavor is pronounced. I wonder if we can actually make it more
Intense?
More intense. Like adding more green onions to the broth and really like extracting it. I wonder.
Or regular onion, maybe?
Or blending.
Oh.
Maybe. Anywho, 8.5. Why? The texture of the egg is a little too soft for us, but the flavor is so good. So, personally, we would probably decrease the amount of broth that we put in the egg so that it's like a 1 to 2. 1 part egg, 2 part liquid, so that it's a little bit more firm. The braising liquid, it worked really well with the leeks. Like the braised leeks were delicious. However, the sauce itself, a little too sweet to add to this. Not terribly sweet, just a little too much. And I would prefer it to be a little bit more savory than sweet. The fried leeks, I thought I cooked them a little too much because when I tasted it all by itself, it was a little bit bitter. But with everything, it all balances out. This is honestly really good. Is that it? We talked about the
Leeks.
The leeks.
The texture.
Yeah, the only
sauce?
the scallops. The scallops were such a great addition.
Yeah, fire.
However, we would want more. So we're actually thinking perhaps maybe we could do like a shrimp tempura situation actually. Just do a whole bunch of them because I think that texture, that crunch would actually be very much welcome. Low-key, that sounds really good. Yeah, that's it, guys. So thanks for watching this episode of Recreated Kinda. I hope you got inspired to get into the kitchen and make something delicious. Stick around, like, subscribe, because we're going to be making more of Culinary Class Wars Season 2. Bye. This challenge was the pair challenge where they had to like fight against each other and then whoever won moves on. Why is that relevant? I don't know.